cinnamon from Burma, cardamom from Ceylon, elephants from Northern Europe. Upon these sands rose the legendary kingdom of Sheba. The most coveted luxuries of the known world poured like rain at the Queen's feet. Ceramics from China, purple dye from India. Also in this desert, even before Archimedes' hydrostatics and the aqueducts of Rome, the hydraulic engineering of antiquity debuted, an irrigation system that established the first artificial oasis of its time. "3,000 years later, the most treasured objects in the world and the most advanced engineering come together again, and in the same place. Thus, in 2019, this food industrial complex began to be built, like a whim of kings, in the ancient coastal city of Ainik City, on the footsteps of the camels of the incense route. The only caravans that travel through this factory today are the endless production lines of tuna cans, up to 300,000 in a single day. The project has been much more than a conventional tuna cannery. It is a state project to create a cutting-edge food factory, employing knowledge and technology imported from distant countries, the most advanced in the world in their specialities. The food complex extracts the maximum possible yield from the tuna. As a complement to the main plant dedicated to canning, there are fish meal plants and omega-3 oil factories operating. It pointed to a large cold storage facility that serves the region and a leading crushed ice factory, capable of delivering 44 tons daily. It even has its own power plant, with the capacity to generate 4 megawatts. As happened 3,000 years ago, today too the best from the known world have arrived in the desert of Yemen. The generators are American. The ice factory is French. But most importantly, what gives this factory its meaning and relevance is the technology and knowledge for making tuna preserves. It comes from a distant place with its own legend. Just as Arabian incense and Ethiopian coffee reached Saba, innovation and technology from a place that is the most important in the world have reached this factory, in engineering, for the preservation of seafood products. In the Rio de Vigo, where one of the most modern and experienced industrial fishing fleets in the world operates, there is a tradition spanning generations to research and create technologies to make preservation increasingly productive, sustainable, and efficient. The sands of the desert awakened the ingenuity of the first hydraulic engineers. And the endless schools of Atlantic sardines at the beginning of the 20th century spurred the industrial creativity of the Spanish to preserve the fish in the most natural and profitable way possible. Hermesa is more than a company for research and development of machines. It is much more. It is the global reference in knowledge. What is thought and experimented in this laboratory, the prototypes that are built here, are the machines and techniques that the entire sector will implement and imitate in the coming years. That's why our headquarters in Vigo is also a training center of strategic importance. Here, operators from all over the world are trained to operate high-productivity canning lines in their destination countries, designed and manufactured by Hermesa. A representation from the Yemeni canning company also trained at our facilities to understand and operate this technology. The plant is led by 2 tuna production lines, with all sorts of technical advancements and automation. Each line is an integrated project where all production phases are coordinated to prevent bottlenecks and increase productivity and energy efficiency, as well as minimize waste products. Each tuna line features one of Hermesa's flagship machines, the smart Tunipack. As is customary, Hermesa monitors the performance of all its equipment in real time through a VPN connection for remote assistance. This way, we can address any breakdowns or anticipate issues with wear and tear of parts. Around the Tunipack, an entire production line is developed with Hermesa's latest technologies to optimize quality in processes such as cooking or product sterilization. One must anticipate. We create the technological solution before the canners even ask their questions. That's why we can imagine the Queen of Saba sending camel caravans to the distant lands of the first canners.